Bladesmiths, welcome to the forge. All right, gentlemen, today you will be competing in our San Mai Challenge. So on your anvils is a cloth. Go ahead and lift that up. Those are high-carbon drill bits, and there's a soft steel billet inside that box. The San Mai Challenge is forging blades in your signature style by sandwiching saw steel around a hardenable steel core and edge. Your 3-hour forge time starts now. I think Tim and Ed are going for the same sort of technique, which is just to smash all that steel together.
With the drill bits, my plan is to hammer it out, get them as flat and as straight as I can, tack weld them, and put them together, make them one.
Big problem with that is you're going to have multiple folds.
But because these drill bits are going to be the inner core surrounded by mild steel, why not just flatten them out? Who cares about inclusions when it's not really going to be seen?
Because it's a spiral, those cold shuts are going to come to the edge and come to the edge and come to the edge. I mean, if they had enough heat, I wouldn't mind seeing them brush it, flux it, and see if they can actually weld the thing together instead of cold shutting it together.
My biggest strength as a bladesmith is my ability to adapt and overcome. When I hurt my back, picked up a jackhammer in the wrong position, and it ruptured 3 of my discs. For a while, I was no good to anybody. I couldn't hold my infant child. I couldn't carry him. I was broken. And then my father bought me a little knife sharpening set. Every aspect of my life changed once I made that first blade. It gave me pride. It's something that I had thought I never would have again.
This forge here has so much more than I have at my home. I don't have a hydraulic press. I don't have a power hammer. I'm used to doing everything by hand. That could be my Achilles heel. I don't know.
I'm a little nervous about what Hunter's doing. It looks like he's going to make a passport wallet 4 inches wide. It's a lot of steel to be working with.
I'm just going to use that whole piece of the mild steel, fold the mild steel over like a taco shell, and just let my bit in and try to get everything welded up.
Yeah, he really could have done that with about half that material. There's only hardenable steel in the top inch of that. So as he drives that down, who knows where that hardened steel is going to wind up?
With a ceramics background and being able to see the color of the heat, that transitions well into the bladesmithing, and I believe that that'll give me an edge.
I'm getting a little bit worried about Ed. He looks physically exhausted right now.
My back was all right the first hour, and then it just went downhill. I'm hurting.
Doing all right? How's your back, man?
Man, I'm on fire. My brain right now is telling me to quit, but my father, he never quit. I'm not gonna let my back take me out of here at any cost. I just have to keep going.
The great thing about this is that people find a way that nothing of your own physical limitations will stop you from doing your passion.
But I'm still scared to death because I'm way behind.
Is it not sticking?
Not in a couple spots.
You got another fire brick to close up the other end?
Hopefully I can get it again.
Well, don't give up, man.
I'm really running out of time, but there's no point going forward if I don't have those welds closed up.
10 minutes, Bladesmiths!
I've got to get this blade heated up and quenched.
Oh, look at that. Tim is in the oil.
Tim is our first smith to quench. I'm really surprised by that.
So far, so good.
Hunter's in the quench. Alan quenched just now.
There we go.
Ed's gonna go for one more heat. Doesn't leave him any time to correct warps if they develop in the quench.
Right now, I'm behind everyone else. I have to get this blade in the quench. I'm running out of time, and if I don't, I go home without even looking at my stuff.
2 minutes!
Hey, here we go. I pulled the blade up out of the oil, and there's a slight warp near the end.
Mother of pearl.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmiths, drop your tools. This forging round is over.
Damn.
All right, Bladesmiths, the judges have a final decision to make about which of you moves on to our next round of competition. While they do that, I'm gonna have you leave your blades on this table and step off the forge floor. Okay, judges, our bladesmiths have turned in their weapons. Now it's time to get into the details. Only 3 of them can move forward. So, is there a blade here that is definitely moving forward?
Yeah.
Ben?
Tim did a good job with his forge welds. He cleaned everything up really nicely. In all, it's a solid piece.
All right, let's move on to Alan's blade here on the end.
It's your baby.
That is.
Alan started with a really good forge weld. In all, it's a solid piece.
He did say that he lost track of the edge. Does he actually know where the hardenable steel is on this edge?
It's one way to find out. Yep, it's hard to weld all the way up.
All right, cool.
The big issue is that handle. Obviously, he has it reversed. If he moves forward, he needs to bring it down to where it feels like a chop. Right now, it's not in line with my fist right there.
All right, let's move on to our next bladesmith, and that is Hunter.
My big problem was all of the trouble he was having with the forge weld. Just not as solid and hard as you could get if you had clean surfaces. My one worry is that I don't know that the hardened edge is in the middle all the time. So there are sections back here that don't have hardened steel at the edge.
When he was welding that, we actually saw that his two pieces of mild steel, they were kind of offset, so it could have easily have lipped over the top of the hardened steel. If he grinds that all away, it could just be a steel core underneath.
It needs a lot of work to get back to this steel.
Okay, let's move on to our next bladesmith. That's Ed.
There's so little grinding and refining on this. I look at these, and it's like I can get a fingernail in there. It's almost like if you put a chisel on it and hit it right there, you'd pull a section up. That's what I'm worried about, that there's a giant pocket there.
All right, judges, I need to know. You made your final decision.
Yes.
Let's go tell our smiths. Bladesmiths, the judges' deliberation is complete, and they've made their final decision. It's time for one of you to leave the forge. The bladesmith leaving the forge is Ed. Your blade did not make the cut. David Baker's going to tell you why.
Ed, I really appreciate all the work you did to set up for that weld. But with that material being so thin, some of those welds are questionable. And of all four of our blades, yours is the least finished. And that's why we're letting you go.
Ed, please surrender your blade.
This experience was the heat in my life I needed to forge myself into a better person and a better knife maker. It saved my life. I'll never stop making knives.